So hello guys, once again welcome to Kids Can Cook Kitchen, the growing chefs. So basically our work is to nurture and grow young chefs. So we come up with easy recipes that you can cook at home and kids can watch and learn. So today we are making a meat pie, beef meat pie. Very easy. On our ingredients, I have flour, I have a red onion, garlic, some carrots, butter, cold butter or margarine, some cold milk, soy sauce, some salt, and meat and carrots. So, first things first, we fry our meat as we cut our carrots into cubes. So hot pan, always sizzling. So guys, cutting into cubes, very small cubes, just to enrich our meat pie. Isikue tu ati ni meat pie iko na nyama, but you know, some carrots in there goes a long way to increase the crunchiness. Some red onion, also cut into cubes. Okay, so make sure the pan is hot. So hot pan, in goes our meat. Seasoning, soy sauce, pinch of salt, make sure you deconstruct the minced meat. Ukoroge tu until it crumbles down. In goes our onions. So guys at home, you watch the video, follow step by step. If you have any questions, ask on the comment section. So garlic in, koroga koroga. So in goes our carrots. Then taongeza maji and simmer. So guys, we simmer our meat So simmering ni kupika under low heat pole pole tu, si ati inachemka sana. Simmering ni kupika pole pole, haichemki sana. So meanwhile we work on our dough. Tunatumia unga. Today I have a weighing scale. So you have to measure. So I have some flour, 200 grams. Also have some butter, 100 grams, and some milk. So guys, remember, we use cold butter or margarine for you to achieve the best meat pie ever. So hapa tunatumia method called rubbing in method. So you use your finger to pinch the butter and the flour like this. Pinch with your 4 fingers. So that you can achieve a well-balanced flour. So make sure the flour is, the butter or margarine is cold, just from the freezer to room temperature, and also the milk. So you see, it's like we have made a crumble. So we add milk bit by bit as we mix together to achieve the dough. Meanwhile, usisahau unapika nyama. As you continue, check on your meat. So nyama isikauke sana, ikuwe moist. So guys, as you can see, I have my dough over here. So also to achieve the best meat pie, you can cover your dough and put it back to the fridge for like 30 minutes. And you will have the best result. So meanwhile, the meat is cooking under low heat. Tumesema inaitwa simmering. Napika tu pole pole mpaka iive. So meanwhile, I'll take back my dough to the fridge for 30 minutes. For the butter and the dough to combine. So after 30 minutes, nimetoa unga yetu kwa fridge. So it's cold and cool. So now we'll roll our dough. So dust. Okay. So as we roll our dough, I'll also grease my tray. So greasing the tray helps our pastries or whatever you are baking not to stick. So greasing and dusting. If you don't have a parchment paper, but also you can use a parchment paper ni grease proof paper. For those who have watched our videos or you're used to baking, you know this. Yeah. In all the schools that we teach kids how to cook, this is one of the basics that they should know. Improvising. If you don't have a parchment paper, make sure you dust your tray. So also dust the flour, dust the surface with flour as you roll. So do not overwork your dough, ndio meat pie yako isikue hard. So dusting helps, inakuhelp isishikilie. So basically roll it like a big chapati. So now, depending with whatever size you want of the meat pie, you can improvise a cutter. So I have the small cutter and I have a big cutter. So you can decide to make 2 small meat pies or 1 big large meat pie. So the decision is yours. So you can also use a knife to cut round and round. So what do you do with the excess? Take it, remold, and let it rest. Let it rest. So here we have big meat pie and smaller meat pies. So depending with what you want, you can roll for the crust to be thinner. You can expand the circle. So guys, we have 1 large meat pie and 2 small meat pie. So you can decide on whatever size you want. So we are going to egg wash the sides of our dough. So why we egg wash inact kama glue. So it's a binding agent, inact kama glue. Tukiweka nyama yetu hapo katikati. So your cooked meat, make sure it's cold. So as I said, egg wash, it's just a beaten egg. We just beat a whole egg and this acts as our glue. So meat at the middle, then there we go. So on these sides that we applied our egg wash, it will act as the glue. So make sure there is no air inside. Lift a meat pie onto the baking tray. Then using your fork, seal the sides and decorate. Then poke. Hii inaitwa docking. So docking helps your pastry to prove and cook better. So now we egg wash. So egg wash also gives the meat pie a nice brown color. So egg here is very crucial. So now on to our small meat pies. Egg wash round. So these are mini meat pies. Mini meat pies. There we go. Doc, tumesema hii kudunga dunga ina help the pastry rise very well. Okay, so don't forget to egg wash round the pastry. Then unafunika. Yes, press on the edges, lift it up. Egg wash. Nice, we are done. Now for these, you bake for 15 to 20 minutes. So after 15 to 20 minutes, we'll be back na tutaona results vile itakuwa. Okay? So guys, we are back with our meat pie. 20 minutes in the oven. So we had the large one, medium, and small ones. So what you check is the flakiness of the dough and if the dough is cooked. Very nice. Very nice. So flaky and tasty. The small ones, 2 bites and you are done. So if you have a large family, you can make big ones and cut them into small pieces. So as you can see, very flaky and yummy. Yeah, so this is a very good pastry. Yummy, very yummy, very yummy. So, and there we have our homemade meat pie. Just simple. Follow the recipe and you will get there. So this is the results of the meat pie. So hiyo butter margarine yenye tulimix ikiwa baridi makes it flaky. So Chef Ken from Kids Can Cook Kitchen, till next time, bye.
Guys!
Chumvi kwa hapo ndani.
Chumvi. Hata mimi nilisikia hapo hivi. Chumvi kwa hapo ndani.
Kwa hiyo nyama. Nilikuwa ukiweka hivi shwa. Nikaona tena shwa. Nikajua hapo.
Usimu sasa. Ukianza kula na mtu kitu cha nini?
Si tunakula hii.
Hujaset vizuri.
Tunakula iko kwa mbao.
What?